The second act begins where fear ends and fury takes over. Nature doesn't slow down, it escalates. Every scene sharper, louder, more unpredictable than the last. Two jaguars met at the riverbank. The stare alone could cut stone. One pounced, the other countered, and the water exploded with roars and claws. A polar bear spotted a walrus herd. Easy prey, it thought. But one wrong move and a wall of tusks turned the hunter into the hunted. The cheetah sprinted after an impala, but halfway through the chase, a hyena intercepted. Suddenly, predator and scavenger fought over a prize that was still alive. In the mountains, two eagles collided mid-flight. Wings beat like thunder, talons flashed like daggers. The sky itself became a coliseum. A rhino challenged another in an open plain. Horn met horn, dust rose like smoke, and the ground carried the shock of their rage. The fox crept too close to a badger set. What it found wasn't a prey, but a furious guardian that sent it tumbling back into the dark. The ocean stage. Two giant squids twisting in the abyss. Tentacles wrapped, beaks snapped, and silence hid a war that few eyes would ever see. On the tundra, musk oxen formed a wall against wolves. One misstep, one broken line, and the battle raged like an ancient war between cavalry and infantry. Two kangaroos squared up in the middle of a road, boxing like prize fighters while cars stopped to watch. Every kick could shatter bone. A leopard crept toward a sleeping warthog. The ambush was perfect, until the warthog turned and charged with tusks sharp as swords. The hunter barely escaped. The owl and the hawk fought over the same branch, a throne in the forest. In seconds, the branch snapped, and both tumbled, still clawing at each other. The wild dogs encircled a lion. They didn't attack at once. They waited, probing, harassing. The king of beasts suddenly looked like a prisoner in his own land. Two male bears roared across a valley. When they clashed, it was less a fight than two boulders colliding. Trees shook. The mountain remembered. A cobra faced a monitor lizard. Venom against brute force. The snake struck, but the lizard didn't stop. When jaws closed, the battle was decided. The wildebeest herd stampeded across the plain, but a lioness miscalculated. One wrong angle, and she was crushed beneath the thunder of hooves. In the forest, two stags fought, antlers locked so tightly they couldn't break free. The fight ended not in victory, but in tragic silence. A raven stole food from an eagle, bold beyond reason. The eagle attacked, but the raven's tricks and speed kept it alive. Cunning versus power. In the desert, two scorpions squared off under the moonlight. Silent, patient, lethal. When they struck, only one crawled away. A shark lunged for a seal, but the seal twisted out of reach and slammed into the predator with surprising force. For once, the ocean's victim struck back. The bison herd clashed with a grizzly. Alone, the bear was strong. Against many, it was forced to retreat, every step a reminder that numbers win wars. The falcon swooped on a dove, but a crow intercepted, stealing the moment. Three birds, one sky, one desperate battle for dominance. The young wolf challenged his alpha. A rebellion in the pack. Fangs flashed, fur flew, and when silence returned, leadership had changed hands. A lioness tried her luck against a crocodile. The river exploded, water and blood mixing, until both staggered back. No victor, only scars. On the cliffs, two ibex locked horns. They teetered at the edge, each shove a gamble with gravity itself. One wrong step meant death. The prairie dogs barked in alarm as a hawk dived. But one brave dog stood its ground, leaping at the bird and sending it spinning. The orangutan, usually calm, snapped when a rival intruded. Branches cracked, the jungle shook, and peace was forgotten. The wolf pack cornered a moose. But with one furious kick, the moose sent a predator sprawling. Sometimes defiance is the sharpest weapon. The tiger stalked silently, every step calculated. But the monkey spotted it and screamed. Within seconds, the forest came alive, every creature sounding the alarm. Two crocodiles fought in the shallows, jaws locking with bone-crushing force. The river boiled with their rage until one lay broken in the mud. The rooster crowed at dawn, but when a dog approached, it launched at him like a feathered missile. Pride outweighs size in every battle. The otters ganged up on a heron. A bird fought back with its beak, but the family's unity proved stronger. A jaguar leapt from a tree onto a capybara. The river erupted as prey and predator vanished in a spray of chaos. The cobra spread its hood, but the mongoose darted in. One bite, one struggle, and the snake's reign ended. The bull elk called across the forest, but another answered. Antlers clashed, voices roared, and the woods turned into an arena of fury. Two sea lions fought over a rock, barking, biting, shoving each other into the waves. The ocean laughed as both refused to yield. The cheetah sprinted, the impala leapt. For seconds they moved like lightning twins. Then dust settled, and the impala still lived. In the barnyard, two goats slammed into each other, horns cracking, eyes blazing. Small scale, but no less brutal than any wild battlefield. The hawk clutched a snake in its talons, but the snake coiled around its wings. Predator and prey spiraled downward together. The bear stole honey, but the bees retaliated, swarming, stinging, punishing until the mighty beast fled in humiliation. A pack of jackals tried to surround a cheetah, expecting fear. Instead, the spotted sprinter attacked with fury, scattering them like leaves. The fox tried to steal from the eagle's nest, but the parent returned in time, striking like lightning from the sky. Two lions fought under the scorching sun. Dust rose, manes tangled, and roars carried for miles. Only one walked away victorious. The owl hooted in the night, but another answered, not in song, but in attack. The treetops turned into shadows of war, and so the curtain falls. But in nature, the show never ends. Every sunrise brings a new rivalry, a new clash, a new story written in teeth, claws, and courage. The battles continue raw, wild, and unforgettable.